In his mid-70s, Selwyn Allen began plotting out an entirely new career path, with aims to enter the social work field. "I don't feel like my age," Mr. Allen, 76, said recently, adding, "I attempt anything I want to do. My mind tells me to do it." A circuitous journey preceded this newfound calling. For decades, Mr. Allen, a self-taught carpenter, dedicated himself to his work, which he said afforded him a comfortable life in his native Grenada. In the late 1970s, Mr. Allen was hired by an American businessman to help with the construction on a retirement home in Grenada. When the work was complete, the businessman offered much praise. "The way you do your work, you should be in America," Mr. Allen recalled him as saying. The client suggested Mr. Allen's carpentry should be displayed in a country with a higher standard, he added. The comments planted a seed in Mr. Allen's mind to one day move to the United States. A few years later, he settled in Brooklyn, where he met the woman that he went on to marry. Mr. Allen said his undocumented status made it difficult to earn a living. He could find clients only through word of mouth. Over time, Mr. Allen's wife grew tired of the fast-paced city life and persuaded him to go back to the Caribbean. Upon returning to Grenada in 1989, Mr. Allen built a home and expanded his carpentry business. After 1 year there together, his wife left for the United States. The couple eventually divorced. When his business slowed, he began to believe again that brighter opportunities awaited him in New York. Because his marriage granted him legal status in the United States, he returned to the city in 2008. Securing work proved difficult once again. Mr. Allen, then pushing 70, suspected that his age and lack of college education were factors. As his financial situation worsened, Mr. Allen discovered that he had not fulfilled the work requirements during his time in the United States to receive Social Security benefits, but he did get them through his ex-wife. "To live here as an American, you have to have all these things, TV, laptop, phones, all those kinds of things," he said. "This is far away from me." Although Mr. Allen said he had no qualms about living frugally, he was having trouble making ends meet. So in 2009, at age 69, Mr. Allen enrolled at Technical Career Institutes in Manhattan to study facilities management. In late 2012, just weeks before he graduated, Mr. Allen learned he had bladder cancer. He underwent an operation and spent 9 days in a hospital. His cancer has not responded well to numerous treatments and medications. Unwilling to take the drastic measure of having his bladder removed, he decided this past March to combat his illness with herbal remedies and a healthy diet. Today, Mr. Allen says he has no pain and feels as spirited as ever. "If I have to live how I am living now for 5 years, he said, "I prefer to live that way than have to do chemo and have pain every day and be crying and all that." But footing the bill for various remedies not covered by Medicaid and Medicare left him struggling to pay the rent on his small apartment in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. Mr.